Yo. What's up, everyone? It's RageCage20 here. You know who the fuck it is by now. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe don't. We're back with In This Moment's album, Black Widow. We were just coming off of the song Black Widow, and I was, wasn't impressed, but this song right here, Sexual Hallucination. I mean, just the title alone sounds like I'm in for a good time. It sounds like it's gonna be like right up right up my alley of what I expect when it comes from In This Moment. So I'm really excited about that. It's featuring Brent Smith. Now, I didn't know who Brent Smith was every time I looked at that, and then I just saw a shine down here in the lyrics. I was like, oh, I recognize that band, the name of the band at least. What song has Shinedown ever done? I was like, I don't listen to Shinedown, so I was like, I'm sure I've heard one of their songs. Let's go look. And so I looked it up, and first one I heard was like Monsters. I was like, okay, never heard this one before. Next one, maybe there's something else, and there was another one that looked like it was around the same time as Monsters, like the same album or something, because it had like the same actress in it. Or maybe they just have that girl in all their videos, or she's part of the band. I don't fucking know. I know nothing about Shinedown. But I didn't recognize that one either. I was just like, okay, is there a song of Shinedown I've ever listened to? And so but while I was having that thought, I was like, however, the dude has just has this natural kind of grain and grittiness in his voice. I think that's going to complement and blend together with Maria's very well. So good. I'm not worried. I'm like, that sounds like it's gonna be awesome. And then I was like, oh, Second Chance, got it. I've heard Shinedown. Okay, got it. Yeah, I know this band. Sure now. Yeah, no, I remembered who Shinedown was. I have nothing against the band. I don't listen to it, obviously, but I have nothing against them. And yeah, I think Brent's voice I think that would be a really good compliment to Maria's. I think they'll both kind of be in that same zone category of singing, because she kind of just naturally has this kind of interesting grittiness to her voice as well. So I think that'll be perfect together. I know when my appointment is, but thank you for letting me know, Watch. I appreciate it. I got 2 hours. I'm good. Anyways, I gotta get my hair cut today, cause this bitch is not looking good right now. It's getting too long for my taste. Though, I mean, this has nothing to do with the song, but it doesn't mean I don't like long hair. I've had long hair for a while. Actually, if you've watched, you can go see some of my videos. You know I had really long hair. But there's a thing with my hair: when it's not long and not short, in that middle ground, it gets ugly. It's that middle period before it gets long enough to where it starts looking good, and where it's not short enough to where it's looking good. It gets wild, crazy, untamable nightmare. It's just, I don't like it, so I want this hair cut. Anyways, In This Moment, featuring Brent Smith, Sexual Hallucination. I just like that title. 6 minutes. I just noticed that. 6 fucking minutes. I'm just noticing, I don't know why. Okay, Sick Like Me apparently does not, which is good. The first couple of songs in this album have had a lot of... Yeah, no. Wow. Fuck me. Huh. Parentheses. There's been a lot of parenthetical. I should fucking know. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not mad at all. Parenthetical titles, right? Yep. It's been a lot of parentheses in the lyrics that I've been reading. They've done a lot of parentheses shit, a lot of parenthetical shit throughout the song. Throughout a lot of their songs, and I just I don't know if they've done that in the past, but it looks like the next song does not have any of those. So I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just like I was just looking through the lyrics, and there's a fuckload of parentheses throughout the whole fucking thing. I don't know. It's a theme that seems to be happening in this song. Anyways, just not important. Let's start this. Let's start the fucking song. You know what I mean? Let's start the fucking song. I cannot read my fucking handwriting.
Come down.
Wait for it. Okay, you gotta let the song. Gotta let the song breathe. Gotta let the song breathe at the end. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Wow, I got a lot of shit written for this one. At least 20-25% more than what I've written on the other songs so far. And man, I was moving, I was flying back and forth. It's everywhere, just like this. Flying around everywhere on my feelings and my opinions of this song. It just kept jumping around. At first it's just like, I don't really like this, but then like as the song progresses, it's like, I kind of really like that now. And it was just kind of like, this kind of feels more like this, but it's like, but yeah, no, it's so good though. But it's still good though. Even though it's more like this, it's like this, and it was so much I was writing down. Not only did I forget to write down timestamps, but I didn't have time to write down timestamps. So it's gonna take us a little bit longer because I'm gonna have to find out where these are. The one thing I would like to say, even though I have this written farther down, I don't know where farther down, but farther down. Yeah, good. By the way, people just keep calling me. Like, I don't know if you can hear, if it's loud enough cut through the music, but people just keep calling me. I've had telemarketers calling me, people from other states calling me. I don't know what the fuck's going on today. I do not get this many phone calls per day. Anyways, to me, when I was listening to it, one of those like feeling this way, but however, that changes throughout the song is like, to me, is like I didn't feel like this was in this moment featuring Brent Smith. I feel like this was more like Shinedown featuring Maria Brink. To me, it felt more like a Shinedown song with Maria Brink in it. It didn't really feel like an In This Moment song. That's kind of what I was thinking. Is like, this feels more like more like Shinedown, but Maria's in it than actual, yeah. But when I was thinking that, I was like, however, I'm really kind of digging it though. Like this kind of different look almost for In This Moment, in a sense. It's kind of like having someone else from a different band in their music kind of like morph their music into something else, and that's kind of cool. As I mentioned before, they have there's been talks about that every single In This Moment album is different, is way different. It's like they change their style constantly or something like that. I don't know if I'd say way different, but it's definitely different. It's a different feel so far, what I've noticed from album to album. Of course, it's only been 2 albums, so what the fuck do I know? But and even introducing a different band into the album has changed up the feeling and the style of the piece so much that it feels like it's in a different album altogether. This like the mode and theme that has been Black Widow so far in the first 5 songs completely changed and became something completely different in this song, which is cool. Like, I feel like that's dangerous because like if you really like what they're doing and you're just kind of expecting more of that from the band, then it's all of a sudden it's like they change to something completely different. It's just like, okay, I don't like this because it doesn't sound like the artist I know and like. You know, it's like it can be dangerous, yet at the same time, for me, I think it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. It was like listening to the Blood album, when all of a sudden, like, it gets to like Scarlet and From the Ashes, and it's just like, is this still the same? Is this still In This Moment? Let me check real fast. Did we switch to a different band? They do that. They do that in their albums. I've noticed so far in the these 2 albums I listened to. It just randomly is just like, wait, was this the same? No, this was Shinedown. Like, this was Shinedown featuring her, and this wasn't In This Moment, right? So yeah, no, I like that. I like that. It's at first listening to it, it's just like, this doesn't sound like In This Moment At first it was just kind of like on the negative side, like this is kind of really isn't in this moment. It's more like Shine Down featuring Maria, but it's like, but I'm digging this though. Like this is good though. Okay, I'm down with this. Um, wow, this is one of those songs that's just like at first I'm listening to it and it's just like, it's really not wowing me, much like the other songs were. But like as it keeps going and going, it's just like I'm really starting to feel this song. Like this is really growing on me fast. Like while the song's still going, not like future listens. This like song is like growing on me more and more as it keeps going. I'm noticing more things that's actually really building on the musicianship of this song. Like we got to get into it because otherwise we're gonna be here for an hour. Okay. So let's go back to the intro here. Let's go all the way back. I kind of liked a notch from the other songs. It was a much more slow, like a nice and slow intro, just very slow and somber, just kind of almost peaceful, yet at the same time there was sorrow in it. I think, if I remember correctly. Let's listen together. Let's see if I am correct or not. Let's listen to this intro again. I gotta get some of this. Okay, I don't want to interrupt this, but I think I'm hearing one. I think I'm getting one, like kind of like the slowness of those piano notes, and just how there's kind of like a slightly longer delay between the second and third note. Kind of almost gives this like pause to it, which kind of to me is kind of giving it that like sounds peaceful, but like if you're listening closely, something's not right here, which kind of gives me that kind of sorrow feeling to it. So let's hear that again. Yeah, it's just like a slight pause between the second note and third note that's a little bit longer than the first two. Very nice chilled kind of drum beat we got going on. The hi-hat's not too loud. Like they really got the treble down on that hi-hat. So it's not overbearing. It's just kind of, it's like there. It's setting the tone, but it's not like, it's not creating too much of a rock or metal feel to it. It's not giving too much energy. It's just keeping in that kind of like chilled piece to the whole thing. So weird. I didn't think I was going to end up liking this song. Like, I thought by the name Sexual Hallucination, I thought I was going to like this song. But when I started listening to it, it was just like, oh, this is going in a different direction than I thought it was. I don't know if I'm going to like this. But in the end, it's just like I'm noticing little things about this that I really like. And as I mentioned before, I don't usually notice instrumentation in this moment songs. Usually it's all about what Maria's doing, but actually the musicianship on this song is grade A. A1 since day one, as some of the, which is like a popular thing to say nowadays. I don't know. So at first, these weird, I just said octave jump. I don't know if it was actually an octave. I did not have enough time to listen, but we're going to right here that Maria was doing in the beginning of these verses. At first it was just like, oof, I felt out of place and weird. But as the song kept going and she kept repeating that every now and then, not constantly, but every now and then she'd bring that back in. And it was just like, oh, it's really starting to sound good. Like it's fitting the mood of the piece like really well. Like at first it just came out of nowhere and I was just like, what the fuck? But like it really started to grow on me. Let's go back 5 seconds, get into that. Let's hear that. Let's see if we can see what the interval is between that jump, if it's actually an octave or not. Hopefully it is, because then I've been like right on the money, but I don't know. That's not an octave. This is gonna kill me. I want to say it's a fourth, which is not, but like in a higher register. So wouldn't that? Not by me. Just any. I don't care. No. I'm gonna cut the video real fast here. Alright, I'm back. Let me hear that again. I think that actually might have been my second guess, which is a sixth, if I'm right. Oh, that's almost an octave. Yeah. I was close. That's almost an octave. I think that is a sixth or a seventh, depending on which note if she's starting on G or a B or an A. I was close. That's almost an octave. Yeah. No, that's... Sorry, I was having difficulties with the piano app, because at first it was just like, cool, give you a piano for free, and now it's like, oh, all this stuff costs money now, and you have to figure out which part's free and which part's not. It's fucking annoying. I just want a keyboard so I can play. Anyways, yeah. That, like, God. Mixing in with kind of the smoothness and softness of it, that jump there, that sixth or seventh jump is really nice. It's like, again, it almost sounds peaceful. And how they kind of like hesitate a moment, like skips a beat there when it jumps up there. Like it's just nice and smooth, and oh, let's hear it again. I'll taste you until I can. I have this written later here, and we might as well get to it now. Right in the middle, I got trippy vocals playing off of the hallucination theme. Everything is just kind of smooth, almost hallucinatory, just kind of echoey, smooth and soft, and it just feels like you're just floating in space, really playing off of the hallucination. I don't know why. I felt the sh coming in the first one, so I just rolled with it. Hallucination theme of the whole piece. Now, when I heard sexual hallucination, I was thinking more like something like adrenalized, more like you're fucking drugged out, sex and fucking crazy shit everywhere. I thought that's what we were going with. I thought we were going dark and like fucking brutal about it, in this moment about it. But no, this took it to a kind of almost a like dreamy, floating in the clouds, kind of soft hallucination trip, and went the other direction with it, which I was not expecting. But once I kind of started to get that more, like I started noticing that all these things that I thought was just weird, there's a reason for it, and it actually sounds cool. God, that's good shit right there. That's pretty good shit right there. We're actually gonna finish out this verse, because again, I was writing so much here, and so many thoughts were coming to my head that I just had to straight out write, look more into the back and forth between the male and female vocals. Because I feel like there's something happening here between them with these words, maybe what they're trying to say, or just maybe pay attention a little bit more to how they're moving back and forth, because I think there's something in there, but I don't got time to think about it right now, so come back to it is pretty much what I was going with that. So let's skip back 5 seconds. Let's see if there's more, if there's even more to this that I did not have time to think about. Taste you until I can. Okay. I wanted to stop a little bit earlier, but I was like, no, no, let's finish out this line. Um, as I've mentioned before, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this before. Well, I've kind of mentioned it before with kind of with how Maria can sound like she's almost crying, and I've kind of noticed when I was listening to her before and trying to, how do you do this? Try to figure out how she's doing it. It sounds like she is singing and breathing out at the same time, which is dangerous to do. I don't think like physically, but just like I think like a lot of singers, like a lot of the time in like music theater, opera, stuff like that, like you're trying to breathe at the right place. So the thought of breathing out while you're singing is just like to me. I think that they'd be like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Maybe not. I don't know. Again, I don't know much about singing, but the word which she says trip, which of course is the perfect word to do this on, which is probably why she did it, would be my guess. She does that where she breathes out but sings at the same time, and obviously air is escaping when you sing. What I mean is like she's literally breathing out while holding a note at the same time, pushing extra air out to get that breathiness to it, and it also kind of creates that more emotional kind of feel to it at the same time when you kind of get just that air escaping your lungs kind of sound. But at the end there, of course, she does that almost octave jump again. With the word begun. Instead of sinister tongue, which is two different words, she does it within the same word, using, of course, the two syllables begun to separate. And again, she adds a little bit of space. Stops the word in the middle. Begun. Was cool. That's cool to me. I don't know. I think that was cool. Sorry. Let's go back. I want to listen to that trip again. I'm probably going back a little too far, but fuck it. Oh yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Listen to that trip and begun again. That trip was so trippy, and that's awesome. That's fuck. God damn. There's so much air in there. She also doesn't know beat. Okay, sorry. I don't know if this is the wrong word or if it's just the way she says it, but on these lyrics I'm looking at, I was listening for a psychotic voice. She did not say it like psychotic. It sounded like psychotic, at least. But we'll go back to listen to that. That was an interesting way she said that. But also, I like that psychotic voice. You're in my veins now. Like, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, why I wanted to listen to this, because it's like I know that they're gonna be like, it's gonna be some kind of story that they're telling here, and I wanted to, like, that's perfect. Let's go back and listen to how the fuck she just said psychotic. Psychotonic? Is that psychotic voice? Okay, I mean, hey, shit. Psychotic voice. Yep. They do that so many times in here. This is so cool. Every single time. I don't know if you heard me. I was like, yep. Every time they say, whenever they indicate in the lyrics that they are becoming one, that they are intertwining, that it's both of them. They will both sing at the same time, which is a really cool vocal effect to do. And she says as we by herself, and then both of them come in with both. It's like them becoming one in the song, and they did that, I believe, on Inner Mind, because I think I wrote that down. Yeah, they also do that at Inner Mind. Yeah, we both converge as one. We both converge as one. They sing that together. Let's see. I think wasn't there one more in there and then in that I imagine. I imagine so, but yeah, no. That's just so cool when they're separated from each other, and then word choice so perfect when they come back together. It's just like that. All right, and that's kind of the whole thing I had with Inner Mind here. Let's see if we can jump to that around here. And that kind of decay that, of course, Maria does so well to it. Mind, like how she kind of like, it's almost like it hurts her to say the word, and so like she has that brief flash of pain to where she like stumbles on the word, but like has to finish it, like is forcing herself to finish it, so it just kind of comes out like breathy for a second until she can get control of it again, like kind of thing. Oh, and with him doing, of course, mine. I don't know, that's not the right notes, but kind of like going down on the note. Phrasing a little weird there, but it is in this moment, so that's kind of appropriate, and it's sexual hallucination, so I guess that makes sense. But let's see if we can get that again. Like it just, like I could just imagine her body like recoiling for a second, but then finishing the word, and him just kind of going down on it, just decaying on that note is that's clean. That's fucking clean. Oh my god, like. Depending on how clear the word sexual is, I'm thinking of putting this in my work playlist. So, just throwing that one out there. Like, I actually kind of like this song, and it's work appropriate. Unlike Sex Metal Barbie and Big Bad Wolf, I would have loved to have those, but they are not work appropriate. And believe you me, I do have Scarlet and Scarlet, Dirty Pretty, and From the Ashes. I all have them in playlist, my work playlist. If I can get it in this moment song on my work playlist, I will. Something about the chord. Oh, no, not rhythm, rhyme. Right, I thought I said rhythm. I was like, I don't remember a weird rhythm in the chorus. No, a weird rhyme. This I will admit here. Something that caught my attention. It's my obsession, possession. I feel like that was a weird rhyme. Like, I feel like if maybe took possession and put it somewhere else, like not right next to each other, I feel like it would have flown a little bit better. But for me, it just kind of felt like a little weak of a rhyme. Like, we're using the word possession because we need a rhyme, so we can just keep going with the lyrics. It kind of felt a little bit like that to me. It kind of felt a little bit Beast Within to me. But I think that's the only like thing that's just like I still am on the didn't care much for side of things. Let's let it keep going because we're almost there. Let's hear that. I feel like it's a good recover, I would say. To me, I feel like right after they say the word possession, I feel like they recover from it very well. But it's still just, to me, it just feels way too cookie cutter. It feels like that word is specifically there just so we can get that, oh, heard it a million times before, this is what you want to hear kind of. I don't know. To me, that doesn't flow very well for me, but I feel like when she's holding the word began, I think she says begun, so that so the vowel sounds better. So it's not holding out while he's singing. So let's hear if I'm correct on that. Yeah, begun. Yeah. Almost sounds like begun, but it's more of an O sound. Like be gone, but with a little bit of an A in there. Yeah. No, for sure. I had a feeling that you were going to hold out an A sound there, an eh. But yeah, when she's holding that out, and he's just going off on these words, yep, and I even felt it, like, because I could feel the measure coming to an end while he was still working his way through illumination. So I was like, she's gonna start intoxication before he's finished, because otherwise that would not meet her out correctly, and she did. And it was just like he's still playing with a word, yet she's starting the next one. Just that's a really good back and forth play there. I like that. I like that a lot. Not bad. Not bad. I could. It was just weird. It's like my music senses were kicking in and tingling, just like that's not gonna meter out correctly. That bar is gonna finish before you're done with that word. So like there's no other way to save that besides she's just gonna start, right? And she did. I was like, yep. Like there's, yep. Otherwise that's gonna get weird. Music senses tingling. Yeah, no, I'm liking how much I'm liking this. Like this is like up there in the level of Poetry for the Poison, the last song that I've actually been this impressed by. And of course, most of the Nightwish songs I've already kind of heard before, so it wasn't like super. I did enjoy like their writing. Tomas is a really good writer, but. I'm really impressed by this. I think it's mostly because I didn't think I was going to be once the song started, and I think that's really what's doing this. Of course, I wrote down here. Sounds like "Shine Down" featuring Maria Brink. Tribute vocals playing off of the Hallucination theme. Of course, then we got the "We Both Converge as One." I have that in quotations because when they say that, they both converge into one voice. I mean, they both start singing at the same time. Let's see if we can find that. I don't know where it is. Okay, I see where we are. Okay. What I didn't notice, besides I was first just blown away how they joined together again. Especially after he's really holding that one out there, and of course it kind of through the magic of audio production is able to finish off the word denying and also sing "we" at the same exact time. Obviously, if it was live, you'd probably have to cut off denying a little bit sooner so that you could sing "we" with Maria at the same time. But that rhythm there First off, that rhythm when they start "we both converge" is very free. It's very unmetered. Like you don't know when they're coming in. They just kind of play with it, and then they both jump up. They both do that 6th or 7th interval jump at this together, really converging as one. Let's listen to that one more time here. That's pretty. Oh, then he drops there a little bit too. That's good. Uh-oh. I think that's 40 minutes? Okay. Hey, let's get going here. I'm almost done. We're almost done here. I doubt that was the 20-minute mark, so that's why I'm seeing 40 minutes. I just noticed that my camera reset itself. Sorry, what? I don't remember anything about the... Maybe we continue listening here, because I wrote down the "I'm lost, I'm saved," which I see coming up here. So I assume something happened there. So let's just, since we're almost there anyways, let's keep it going. Something happened at the "I'm lost, I'm saved." I assume it's this one coming up. I don't know if it happened to the other one, otherwise I think I would have noticed it. So let's see. Maybe it was just kind of the music fading away and then coming into the chorus a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know why I put that in there, but it did sound cool. I don't think there's anything that was just like, yes, write that. I don't know. I don't know why I put that down. Okay. Yeah, I like the sexual hallucination trade-off that they would do, and at the end they switch it up here at the very end, because it seems like every single time Maria's saying sexual, Brent's saying hallucination. At the end they switch it up a little bit, where Brent's saying sexual and she's saying hallucination, which I thought was really cool. I thought that was a cool trade there. So I guess let's just get since we're right there, let's just keep it going. Let's hear this sexual hallucination trade-off. That. Okay, sorry, stop off there in the middle of something, but yeah, it's just like it's almost like finishing each other's sentences. Like, obviously she could say sexual and then you could say hallucination right after, but it's like right as she's finishing the word sexual, he's like, I know what you're gonna say, finishing your sentence. Like, it's a really quick back and forth play there. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And yeah, that key change into the breakdown here, I believe is what that would be called. Breakdown or bridge, either way. I want to say it's a breakdown. Anyways, yeah, no, that's really cool. Yeah, that. I guess we'll just keep going, because it's like every single chunk of fucking stuff there's something else that's really cool. But I really like that line. This is what I crave, to be your slave. Like, that's just And just with the title, Sexual Hallucination, that's just a really cool. That's just a really cool lyric to me. I don't know. Just like it sounded so cool, and they just sold it. But I reading one above that, I can barely separate me from you. Like this whole kind of like almost a part of each other kind of thing that's going on here. That's just a really cool line to top off this whole theme. So let's just keep going, because this is good shit. Now they're together. Ooh, before we get into that, I really like the one saying it and then the other saying it. They're both saying it very passionately. Like one's not really trying to outdo the other one. Like they're just feeding off of each other's energy. And then he says you first, and then she says it kind of as an afterthought. Like she's spending a little bit more time to think about it. This is good writing right here. That's a beautiful bridge into the chorus for the last time. Like kind of a homage back to the beginning and getting that 6th, 7th jump in there again. I think it's a 7th. I'm just gonna say it's a 7th. I could be wrong. But I think last thing here. Well, last two things besides the very end, sexual hallucination, trade back and forth. I thought she was going to say slave, interestingly, which she kind of did. I mean, she played with it for a while. I played with the word for a while. To be your. She said your so breathily and just like almost submissively, which obviously to be your slave. Like, that makes sense to me. Let's listen to that again. She whispers that. Yeah. Like, she whispers that. Oh, fuck. That's good. And, of course, let's... Oh, I'm going to have to move my... Go fast so we can get to this. They have now traded it. And then it just kind of melts away. That's... Okay. I've talked long enough about this song. That was a weird trip. Pun, I guess, intended. It wasn't at first, but then as I was saying the word trip, I was like, yep, I'm just going to commit to it. That's pun intended. That was a weird trip and journey for me for that song. Like, it was so weird starting out, kind of with my same feelings as Black Widow. I was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to like this at all. Like, this is not what I was expecting it to be. Right out the gate, they're doing some interesting things that I don't know if I agree with. I'm kind of writing this song off already. But then as it kept going and I was listening to it, You know, and I never completely write it off. I give it a fair chance, and as it just kept going, I was just like, wait, there's some really good writing happening here. Like, it started to bring me back. It started to make me really like it and really feel it. That was that was good. That was a good song. That I like that song. That really gets me super hyped to continue with this, which I may or may not do after I get my haircut. I don't know. My roommate will be home and he might want to play some classic World of Warcraft. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for joining me. We are almost halfway. I wanted to say that it said there was 16, right? 15 if you're counting bonus tracks. Okay, so we're about halfway. We're about to be halfway, I should say. We're about to be halfway through this album after the next song, Sick Like Me, which I've been wanting to listen to for a while. Same with Sexual Hallucination, because I thought it was going to be more like Adrenalize and like Sex Metal Barbie. It was not, but I was so okay with that. It turns out I didn't think I was going to be, but I was so okay with that. But yeah, no, Sick Like Me, I thought that was maybe the chorus, but it starts out with, is it sick of me? Oh no, that is later. So yeah, to feed the animal in you, that's later in the verses. I've seen that like as text and like lyric videos and stuff of this, so it's just like, this looks like it's going to be interesting. So looking forward to that. Thank you all for joining me in this long one, but this was some really good writing that we had to get through. We had to get through it all. We had to appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I am so psyched for this album. So good.